All right, ladies and gentlemen, Odoacer, I assume you've got it going on right now?
Yep.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen,
Going on?
I know.
You know it.
We bring you today Ominous and Pitch Black Itai commentating on the game of the week, or what should be the game of the week. CaDF versus V, Violent. We've got the two teams set up here, getting ready to go, setting the 40-minute timer. Puffball, Parrotman, DZ, Sebek are all starting for the green team, which is the CaDF team, and Terror, Fighter, Meek, and Far are starting for the V game. So this is going to be a really interesting game, eh, Amin?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if you know this, but Terror, Fighter, and Far are all brothers, I think.
Serious?
Yep, and Meek too, and they're all Swedish, so they're rocking a full Swedish team right now. CaDF has a pretty strong lineup. Puffball, who's a great player. I don't know how much he's been playing lately. Parrotman, one of the best players of all time, in my opinion.
Right.
Sebek, I mentioned him. DZ, who's a great player. I predict a 1-0 or 2-0 victory CaDF.
Say that one again. What do you predict?
A 1-0 or 2-0 victory CaDF.
Yeah, so not an easy rollover.
Am I cutting out, Pitch?
No. I was just paying attention to something else. I apologize. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, I can.
All right, good.
I think this match is going to be a true testament to how well CaDF can play their offense, because Violent they're a very good clan. They beat MM last week, and so Violent has shown that they can really contend with the best. I think it's going to be a challenge for CaDF to cap on Violent, especially with Violent having red, which is a pretty defensive color. So for CaDF to cap on Violent and win, I think that would be a good thing for CaDF.
I think so, and you know, it's said. I've said it already. CaDF definitely needs this win to really secure themselves as the top clan. I know last year SPL, it was simply TBWA and CaDF. Nobody else was really in the running. This is again one of those battles that we're seeing here. Just TBWA is not in it.
And it looks like that CaDF is struggling a little bit. DZ and Sebek fighting high against Fighter and Far.
Yeah.
DZ and Sebek are smoked. As you can see, Fighter and Far, let me check their health real quick. They're doing pretty well. They're hanging in there.
Yeah, they've got them now. Sebek just got toasted.
Yeah, you could kind of recede back into your base in that position as red team. You could kind of sit back to the right of that bridge and take your time, and it could be pretty tough to penetrate that area.
Right. Now, top lineup here, just an interesting thought popped into play as to how do you coordinate who's going top and who's going bottom. We've got Puffball at Parrotman, who took the bottom, and of course DZ and Sebek, who took the top. Would a different composition there have made any difference? Or do you think it was just sort of luck of the draw?
I think with most teams, it's positioning and like where you spawn when you begin the game.
Gotcha.
It's going to be a little inconvenient for everyone to keep flip-flopping around the map, because one person has to play high and one person has to play low. So ideally, you want 4 players who play every spot on the map. This way, you can just go where it's the most convenient for you.
So you got to be very versatile when you're in the league that these guys are in.
Yeah, you need to be able to play any spot on the map at any time.
Now, Parrotman's getting hurt up here by Meek. Right. Or down here, I should say, in the bottom corner.
Meek should not kill Parrot right now. Ideally, Meek should just recede back in his base. Hopefully, let them try to push their base while the rest of his team pushes on their base. But looks like Meek killed Parrotman here. He got DZ smoked. I would just hold off, but looks like they have some other strategy going on.
V is literally just, they're pushing hard on CaDF, and it looks like they're taking it out. To what do you attribute this?
You know, honestly, I've been talking so much that I'm actually surprised to see. I haven't been like fully paying attention to what V has been doing, but I'm actually surprised at the situation that I see in front of me right now. It looks like Violent just like pummeled through the base.
I think they're raping well. I really think that, I mean, their positioning, they were triangled and literally just, you know, pushing for one person as opposed to playing it out 1 versus 1.
He needs to stay alive in this position right now. He really needs to be able to stall him as long as possible.
Absolutely.
He needs to make sure that he doesn't take a lot of health. He needs that health.
Now, good position or bad position that he's in right now?
I'd say very bad. You'd like to have at least another teammate with you to be in front of the flagger, but because he's all alone, he's going to get raped. Excellent.
Well, we've got, yeah. And they're showing that this game. They really are. I mean, their raping skills are really coming out. Now, V is well known as a raping crew. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think some are and some aren't. I think Meek is an extraordinary raper. You know, in terms of one-on-one skill, I wouldn't consider Meek a top player, but I play with Meek a lot in public goes, and he really takes advantage of those situations where you really need to rape, and he's very good at that. Terror and Far never struck me as players that were very good at raping, but it seems like that they got their act together, and maybe like Meek is showing them a couple of things, but it looks like, based on this game, that they're really raping well. So maybe something changed. Maybe they're trying something new. Maybe they learned a lot. I don't know.
Well, we'll see how the game progresses. You know, it's interesting when you put two teams like this up against each other, V and CaDF. Although, you know, you look at the scores, and it's just dominated by Red. But it is still very early in this game. And I'm sure CaDF will have a couple of tricks up their sleeve.
Yeah, right now CaDF may be a little discouraged because they're down 1-0 so early in the game, but again, it's so early in the game. They shouldn't lose their cool. I think they just need to like regroup, understand that they have plenty of time to catch up, get their act together, and take advantage of good opportunities.
Right. I guess it's always difficult when you're forced to go on the offensive in a situation like this.
That's true, because naturally Violent is going to expect that, and they're going to backpedal as they try to play aggressive. Now, when you're trying to move forward and do damage, you're more susceptible to taking damage yourself. So
right.
It's a lot harder to do.
Well, nice laser shot or bouncer shot from Puffball on Meek.
I was actually watching the high battle.
How's that going up there?
It's going okay. It looks like Sebek and Parrotman are really pushing hard, but Terror and Far are going to hang out to the right of that bridge and try to take their time. In that situation, really Sebek holds a lot of the responsibility in pushing right now because he has a lot more room to move around than Parrotman does. So
right.
They need to do something.
Parrotman's got himself smoked now.
It's a good name by far.
Parrotman had a nice spread there, but he took too much from Terror.
You know, I wish that we had the replay feature when TN was around, because Mage and Slick used to play that situation as green, so where Parrotman and Sebek was, they used to play that spot so well. I wish I could have it recorded and watch it and see what they did.
You know, we were talking about that earlier. It'd be really nice to have seen and be able to consistently watch Mage play.
Yeah, I used to have a couple of videos saved on my computer, but I lost it when I reformatted and got a new computer.
Well, we all blame you.
Yeah.
No, honestly, there's no excuse for deleting a mage. I mean, we call them backups. No, Sebek is in a bad position. Oh my god. What a nice kill by Sebek. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Sebek should really try to take advantage of this spot and try to go into their base and maybe pull out a flag run, but that's not really CaDF style. They like to stick together as a clan and attack together, so he's probably waiting for Parent Man to kill Terror.
Yeah, I'm very surprised he hasn't taken out Far yet.
I don't think they're in any rush. They're taking their time. They're making sure that they're not losing health when they do it. They don't want to be reckless about it. That's
good. Yeah, that makes sense. And now he's got to quickly rape Terror so that they don't lose the momentum, correct?
You can, but in this instance, he is opting to go on, probably to leave Terror smoked, or at least give the kill to Parrot Man.
Right.
Team.
Right now, Sebek
good teammanship.
Sebek really needs to rape Meek right now, or at least draw him down to give DZ an opportunity to flag high. There he goes.
Good, good.
Now Terror needs to get raped, so that's their next step. And this looks like a solid run by CaDF. So
I think so. I mean, Sebek can hold Far off. And he's got a perfect position with that spawn right there.
Yeah, if I was Sebek, I would even just keep going forward towards his own base. I wouldn't get too caught up in stunning Far.
He got a nice clip off that bouncy there. So Fighter is up here. He's pulling it down. I think they have this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good comeback by CaDF. That's awesome. You know, it's like we said. I mean, in a game like this, in any other game, you'd think, okay, well, you know what, momentum is over. But these guys are such professionals, and they play this game so well and have such experience that, you know, they aren't going to give up and make that mistake. They know how to come back from a 1-0 loss.
Sebek sent me a private message saying, "Why the F we couldn't do that to begin with is beyond me."
Sometimes it takes a little motivation.
Yeah, they had a slow start. So now it's barely a quarter over the game, so there's plenty of time.
Oh yeah. Sebek and Puffball are heading down. Sebek is, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's just not playing up to the style that I'm used to. I mean, he's taking bad shots.
Yeah, I remember him being a little bit better. Maybe he's not taking the league as seriously as last time. I don't know. I think CaDF may have an overconfidence because with TBWA out of the picture, they may feel like this is in the bag for them, you know?
I can see how they would feel that way, but it's certainly not panning out to be that. Terror is, in the standings, or V, I should say, in the standings, is above CaDF in terms of point spread. They had that tie against iLogic, which, I mean, yes, very, very good players. You were involved in that game, but still, they can't get overconfident.
Yep, and to win a league like this, even though people argue that the competition isn't as great as it used to be, it still takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, and, Violent and MM are worthy contenders in my book